Chat! Another pre-recorded video coming out for you today. Yesterday we went on Painted Deck because... Well, first off, there's a pre-recorded video today because we did another, like, gimmick stream yesterday, which the stream was very fun. Go check out the VOD if you have not already or if you weren't there yesterday. But we're doing a pre-recorded vid today because I still don't really have any, like, stream highlights still since we've been doing so many, like, gimmick streams the past few days. So we're doing another pre-recorded vid. Yesterday, I did a gold stake run on Painted Deck because my Painted Deck win rate since C++ is, I think, 0-3. Well, since yesterday, it's 1-3 now. Because we did end up winning on Painted Deck with a really silly full house build. However, another deck that apparently I am really bad at playing is Zodiac deck. So I figured we would do the same thing as yesterday, but run it back with the Zodiac deck today. And I don't know what my problem is, man, because I feel like Zodiac deck, you know, it's not like an incredible deck. It's not like a literal auto win like Yellow and Ghost deck are, but like Zodiac isn't bad, man. Like not at all. So I don't really know what my issue is losing all these Zodiac deck runs, but we're gonna run it today. We're gonna hope that Misprint gets me out in one hand here. Thank you, Misprint. W Misprint. Only time in my life I will ever say that. And we're gonna see if we can win a Zodiac deck run. Do we want to take Delayed Grat? If we take Delayed Grat, we are playing nothing but pairs from this point forward. I guess we can take it anyway, and if we have to discard, we have to discard. But like, if we don't have to discard, then it's just free money, right? Like, what is 2 pair scoring us? Absolute, like, okay, I was gonna say absolute lowball Misprint, but that would get us like no points. Okay, so like middle of the road Misprint, we can make it out in 2 pairs, and then we immediately get our money back from Delayed Grat. So you know what? I don't mind that whatsoever. We have 4 hands, so provided Misprint isn't like a huge dingus, we should be completely fine here. In fact, this pair should hopefully just win. Okay, so we had to blow a couple of hands, but we got the $4 back from Delayed Grat, so it's like kind of like winning the blind in one hand. I think we're chilling. Let's take a Mega Buffoon, see if we can get like a Chips Joker in here. That is a Chips Joker, but it's rental, so I'm not very fond of it. Hallucination is, I guess, okay. Let's take the Arcana pack. Since we have Hallucination, we can take a Hermit for $10 more. And then on that note, let's take maybe a Popcorn go next. I think that's fine. Yeah, we're probably just playing pairs now. Focus Shock playing pairs. What is he, sick? He never does that on like any of his streams. Anyway, let's play the straight, I guess, because we're not really like locked into a build yet, so we can kind of just play whatever we want as long as we get out without discarding. The Delayed Grat is happy, and that means my wallet is filled, and that means I am happy. This is a Scaling Chips Joker. We're probably picking him up. Let's get rid of the Popcorn for this, since the Popcorn is the only thing that's like guaranteed to go away anyway. Let's rip a straight right off the top deck. That's actually fantastic. Smash like, plus 15 chips. The banana is still with us, so we still have plus molt. We're getting money from the Delayed Grat. This is not a bad start whatsoever. Whatsoever, chat. Really would like that crystal ball. Maybe we get some money in here. We can take it. Maybe we can fool for some money. That works for me. We're going to put a pin in this death because I feel like that's a pretty bad death no matter what we use it on right now. Let's use a tower card. We actually could have just skipped there and kept Hermit in our fool, but oh well. We'll take the random gold over the random Red Seal Ace. Red Seal Ace is probably not doing anything for us. I'm not going to lie. We'll take the Judgment. 2 Tarot Block go next. Chat, how is everybody's day going? I like to ask this on all of my like pre-recorded vids. How is, you know, leave a comment. Let me know. How is everybody holding up, man? Are we doing okay? I hope so. I love all you guys. Thank you all for watching again. We can take a to-do list. I'm probably not going to. That was a tarot blocking hand and a half, or shop and a half. I don't know why I rerolled there, if I'm being completely honest, but that's besides the point. Let's make another gold card. We don't want to be blocking death, so I'm probably using this death on like whatever we happen to find next blind. Maybe since we know we're playing straights in the future to scale the runner, we take the Saturn card there over the Uranus card, which I think in the majority of circumstances is slightly more enticing, but maybe not explicitly here. Probably we're not getting Delayed Grat value here, and probably I'm tossing this gold card so that I can find a straight easier, because we are going to face a very untimely death if I don't get at least one straight here. I don't know if this wins. This might have been a fumble. I want to copy the gold for money. It was not a fumble. Let's copy the gold for money. And so that, again, we're not blocking death. Let me actually get out of this since we have some gold now and just see what's in the judgment. 4 fingers. We're going to put a pin in him. I doubt that he does literally anything, but, you know, stranger things have happened, and there's no real... We're already at interest caps. There's no real point in selling him until we find something to replace him with, like a Sixth Sense or a red card. Those could both work. In fact, let's sell you for the Sixth Sense, because we can get some spectral cards off of that. And then let's sell you for the red card, honestly. I think red card here is a pretty fine play. Ugh, okay. I guess we're just skipping unless we get Mercury. All right, 2 skips, order up. Go next for window. Let's do some discarding. Let's forfeit Sixth Sense value so that I can not pass away here. I think that's fine for right now. Yeah. Could maybe even play another straight here. That's probably wishful thinking, but you know what they say. Nobody ever met their wishes without, or met their goals without having wishes, you know? So we get out playing 2 straights there. That is pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. Let's take the standard pack. Hallucination's just sitting here, man. I've low-key forgotten that he's even been a thing. He is just not doing shit for us. It's actually crazy. So much so that I am going to sell him for hologram here because he is pissing me off. I'm just gonna keep it a stack, chat. He's making me a bit angry. Okay, the eye is a little bit tragic. We have a straight on the top deck, but I'm going to get some Sixth Sense value. I think it's fine sacrificing the Jold card. It is more than fine sacrificing the Jold card. I am a big fan of that. That is actually gigantic for us. The question is, does this win? And if the answer is no, which it should be, how close does it get us? Can we play 2 pairs into this and win? With plus 75 chips, I feel like maybe we could. And if we can, I would love to put a blue seal on one of these gold kings and start just copying him up. All right, let's do, I guess, just a full cycle here. This doesn't win in 1, so let's do this, and then we can keep a discard to get a pair on the top deck. We actually just missed that by, like, just the ever so slightest amount, which is really unfortunate. We can strength these into 6s for maybe a little more Sixth Sense value before it eventually gets taken to a farm up state. We get 2 blue seals here, which is actually really nice value because we have, like, no molt right now. And also, getting blue seals this early means we can skip our celestial packs, even if they hold Mercury cards, which is honestly maybe a little sick. This eye is kind of freaking me out, I'm not gonna lie. The boss blind. We'll take another 6 for Sixth Sense. We're probably not getting the most value out of it, but it is what it is. We'll take a trance here, not skipping the red card. Yeah, red card hologram in retrospect is like a pretty bad play, but that's all right. We have banana until we don't, you know? Smash like. This is a really awkward draw. Let's get the spectral card. Hope it's an incantation. It's like the one time that I say, I'm omniscient. This just in. Okay. What are we doing now? We're sacking blue seals so that we can get, or we're throwing pairs so we can get blue seals. How much does this make me? Can I win in 2 pairs here? 4 grand, but that's from face cards. 4 grand would get me up to 10 grand, and another 4 grand would beat the blind. We have 2 discards. I'm gonna ship it. Absolute worst case scenario, we just toss an incantation, and it is what it is. Probably we go for not queens here because we don't have a ton of them. Probably we go for 10s. All right. Oh my god, excuse me. Also, we tossed a blue seal, which I forgot that we already had crystal ball, but I think that's fine because that lets us hold on to this incantation and reap 2 blue seals worth of value without having to worry about maybe accidentally destroying one to incantation. Is it likely that we do it? No. But is it possible? Yes. And would I sob uncontrollably if it happened? Also yes. Let's take a temperance here. This is probably our lineup sans Sixth Sense, so I'm fine with a wheel. Hits foil runner. That's actually really nice for us. I want to scale the hologram so bad, but this is such a horrid pack. This pack is terrible. I think I have to skip. We're also, like, kind of low on red card value. It is what it is, man. Let's skip this one as well. We'll take Paintbrush, because that's pretty nice for our blue seals and for our gold cards. The Eye is where we're maybe going to have a little bit of trouble here, but I think a quick incantation for our fella hologram is going to be enough to maybe qualm that. Quash that, I think is the correct term. I'm going to grab some water while this is calking because I was actually dying for a second. How does this win? How are we this powerful? It's literally a hologram diff, man. Hologram is actually so broken. Oh, and I guess we have foil on the runner. Yeah, there's a lot contributing to this. Okay, if we're that powerful, maybe we toss some cards looking for blue seals and we can play pairs instead. Like, what does pair score me here? Pair is not as many, like, chips or anything, but it's still relatively high point. Yeah, it's still, like, incredibly high points, actually. I think we just play pair here, and then we cycle for more gold and or blue seals. And if we don't find them, then we're sad. But if we do, then we're happy, right? Tragic. I forgot the whole point of this boss, so the blue seals didn't matter anyway. All right, well, we should have just gotten out and won then. No, we had gold in the deck. Honestly, the gold would have been fine to take there anyway. Wait, did I have 6? I missed 6 cents value, didn't I? That's unfortunate. Hashtag Vagabond Balatro moment. If you know, you know. Eternal Rental Constellation. Well, seeing as the 6th Sense is going to die in a second anyway, Eternal Rental Constellation with 2 planets in the shop. Kind of just an auto win, no? Now, as long as we can just scale our red card, we're pretty much fine. That's not helping, but that's okay. Also, Magic Trick here is maybe better so that we get more value from the shop than from packs, and then we can skip the packs for red card. I think we're taking Magic Trick here. I think that's definitely a play that we should at least look into. I like money. Who doesn't? Am I right? Another blue seal, please? All right, we got one. I can't be that greedy. That's okay. Honestly, we can play more straights into the runner, but with this many blue seals this early on and with this much times molt this early on, honestly, probably don't need to play, and especially with this being foil, we probably don't need to play a single other straight in our life, but we'll see. Do I want to skip this? Nah. Nah, holograms. Hologram's pretty cool. I think I'll skip all the celestial packs, though. We'll add that to the hologram. We'll take the death card. We'll do this, take a reroll, take a Neptune, because we have gold, so we should be able to go back up to interest cap. Oh, I guess we have rental constellation. We have a big hand. We'll be fine. What is this scoring me? Because we've scaled hologram. We've scaled like everything that can scale, so this might score in one. Yeah, so I'm going to discard this because I would like to get some blue seal value. See, this is the problem. Now I'm just too powerful. We're going to be losing, or we're going to be winning in one, which is, you know... Winning in one is not, you know, I'm not complaining, but, like, I'm kind of complaining, actually, because we're able to see less cards if we just win in whatever we play, which is kind of sad, because, like, gold is really cool right now, because pretty much all of our scaling jokers are money sinks. I think we just skip buffoon packs no matter what. Arcana we probably skip no matter what, unless they're money. And I am not talking about that Magician tarot card, so let's go next. We can actually just full discard the 2s here, because we have a pair of 8s in hand. Judgment we can use to tarot block. Let's discard these. We get our 2 blue seals. Forgot we have Crystal Ball. I almost just sold the Judgment for literally no reason. We win in 1. More blue seal action. The constellation is scaling. The hologram is already at ×3 because I'm omniscient and just knew that we were going to get an incantation from that 6th sense. Yeah, we're in a pretty good spot, lads. Priestess into literally whatever for the constellation. We can take an Overstock plus here as well. Yeah, this is going to be... We've already seen the Eye as well, which is like the only boss blind that pairs consistently care about. This is going to be, you know, I don't want to, you know, toot my own horn or, like, sound like I'm getting cocky or something, but, like, this is going to be exceedingly... Like, if I lose this, I'm a talented individual. is kind of what I'm getting at here. We can pop the Hermit because I do not want to be blocking him. We can cycle a bunch of cards. This probably just wins in one, but like, you know, we can maybe pretend that it doesn't so that we can see a bit more gold. Let's pop the Mercury card. Bang! We can Tarot Block with you. We can buy you for the Constellation. We'll take one more reroll. We can actually Tarot Block with you as well. I keep forgetting that we have this Crystal Ball. Let's go into here. Do we want the Priestess? Probably. Everything else in this pack is kind of like, meh. Also, chat, sorry if I'm stuffed up. I don't know if I sound like I'm stuffed up, but I feel like I sound like I'm stuffed up, if that makes sense. Smash like for schizophrenia, probably. No, I am actually pretty stuffed up. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. When I don't sleep well, I get stuffed up, which I don't see the correlation there, but it's like constant enough where I've attributed it to that. So I don't know, man. Is this banana gonna like break? I love how in all of the runs where like I would love for Cavendish to go bye-bye, he doesn't, but then in all of the runs where I like in all of my black deck runs where I desperately need banana to stay alive, he's just here the whole time. Also we're taking Brainstorm. Not that I think we need to, but he's pretty funny here. He's pretty funny here. It also impacts our econ like actually pretty heavily, but that's okay. What are we? A bunch of nerds? What are we, a bunch of nerds that care about numbers, man? What? Probably just tossed a bunch of blue seals there. That's okay. Because we get one back, albeit we have to pay some money for it, and we have to dodge playing the flush. I'm okay with that. And now we're making just shy of anti-8 boss on anti-6 boss. So again, I'm just saying, you know, not to jinx myself or anything, but I would have to be an insanely talented Balatro player to screw this up. The Ox kind of does not matter because I spent all of my money on that Brainstorm, and now I'm going to be scraping for dimes for the entirety of this ante. And the Ox is just going to rip it all away from me, which, like, that's unfortunate, but also, like, I don't have to worry about my finances now, which is kind of cool. Excuse me. Cash out for 6 clams. Take you for the hologram. Let's go into the Arcana pack. Just take a wild Skipperooski for the red card. Go into the standard. Probably skipping here as well, honestly. I think the hologram is healthy enough. I don't know why I'm tarot blocking with these in the blind. I guess we have one purple seal, but we're like way more likely to see our blue seals, and then I'm gonna have to sell things because we're so powerful. It's a whole can of worms, Chad. It's a whole can of worms. All right, let's sell these and play the pair. This wins. We get 2 blue seals. And just like that, 525k. We beat anti-8 boss, no matter... well, we don't one-hand anti-8 boss if it's Violet Vessel, but we do beat anti-8 boss if it's Violet Vessel. Take 2 cards for the hologram. Go into here. We can Death a Blue Seal. That works for me. Probably diminishing returns since we have like 3 blinds left where that would actually matter, but it is what it is. We'll take a Hollow 4 just because, you know, ooh, shiny. Let's cycle for all of our shiny things. Speaking of, let's rip the pair. We're going to lose all of our $6 that we had. Tragedy befalls the nation. We get 3 of that back from gold cards after paying rent. Pop the Mercury, level 19 pair. It's just that easy, chat. It's just that easy. Level 20 pair, actually. Sorry, my bad. My bad. Take the gold card. Sorry, the Jold card. Amber Acorn is the freest Amber Acorn to ever Amber Acorn. We just drag hologram to the left, and then wherever red card ends up, it's pennies on the dollar anyway. Actually, not really. No, we have a level 20 pair. We could literally not have red card right now and be fine. Discard it up. We'll make you into a gold blue seal. We'll play the pair. Put the Mercury card in the bag. 800k. It's just that easy. Just that easy. I don't know how I fumbled this deck before. That's actually crazy. I have no idea how I fumbled this deck before. This has been the easiest win to ever easy win, bro. It's actually wild. I'm not taking any of this. We're skipping for red card, even though we absolutely don't need to. Let's take the shiny 8 because funny. Go next. Get rid of all of these. Get rid of all of these. No blue seals. That makes me quite sad, actually, but we do have 3 gold cards, so I can drown my tears in $6 after rent. 1.9 mil. I don't know how we're scaling this impossibly fast, but it is kind of, well, I do. It's because of hologram, but that's besides the point. I almost said asides the point. That wouldn't have really made much sense, would it have, chat? All right. Pluto card. Let's go for Amber Acorn. I forgot to keep things where I wanted them for the shuffle, but honestly, I don't think it matters whatsoever. That was literally like semi-optimal order. I think the only thing that could have been worse there was if Runner got copied by Brainstorm. Anyway, 1.9 mil. It says high score because I'm on an alt profile because I have a win streak of 1 on the main profile that I did not want to screw up. But that's Zodiac deck. Apparently, the past 3 runs that I played with it, I was just asleep at the wheel because that was easier than yesterday's run. And yesterday's run we won with full house. So that should tell you how easy yesterday's run was. But anyway, appreciate y'all for watching again. Hope everybody's doing well. If you didn't watch, yesterday's stream, go watch it. It was really funny. It was really goofy. It was more of a just chatting stream than a Balatro stream, if I'm being honest, but we also played some runs, so go check those out. But anyway, chat, we'll see you for tonight's stream if you're watching this the day it's posted. If not, we'll see you for tonight's stream, because I stream every day except for Sunday. Yeah, stay safe, sleep well, and have a good one, chat. Love you guys. Thank you for watching. Treat others... God, I can't talk. Treat others nicely. And that starts with yourself. Peace out. I try so hard to be the bigger man. You left me scarred.